viewed as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary, now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give.
Huh. Wow. There's things we do for love.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Whoa.
The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you lot should understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation.
Henry Cavill, is that you?
That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud? Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that. You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there. The enemy's got a lock!
And we're timed. Okay.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
You're inside the clouds. Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles. Feels like we're watching by a pack of banddogs. Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. Are you sure you can trust that intel? Who knows? Only one way to find out.
God damn. Gotta get T-Rex hands with the damn controller.
Clouds are blocking the satellite.
In gun range. Missile launched. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
Missile.
They sure are making things easy for us.
Pull up.
Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. Doing things exactly like running through a minefield blind. Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right. Got in using a trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel. Trigger
All
really
right.
screwed the pooch. The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you lot should understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud? Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that. Destroy radar sites.
Missile.
You're still under satellite observation.
Missile.
Watch out for missiles.
Missile.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Missile.
Missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. Are you sure you can trust that intel? Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Caution.
AA gun down.
Caution.
Bring them down with the anti-air gun. What happened with the missile?
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
Caution.
Bandits in the clouds! If we keep our distance, they'll eventually fall out of the sky.
Caution. Caution.
Vehicle down.
Caution.
Locked.
Pull up.
AA gun down.
When is that damn cloud gonna move?
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Spare 15. Missile incoming.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Oh shit.
Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation. They sure are making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. Doing things exactly like running through a minefield blind. Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right. Got in using a trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Missile.
Full man, that's your second strike, there won't be a third.
Missile.
Let's shake you up. Missiles are going into the clouds.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Target destroyed.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't mess up in there.
Missile. Caution.
No, you're using them to fight.
Caution. Pull up.
Locked on target.
Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15 was shot down.
This isn't that hard. I just don't know how to do it. That's all. That's all it is.
The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you watch and understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's worse than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking!
Hey, ailerons.
This way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud? Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that. Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles. Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of Vandogs. Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. Are you sure you can trust that intel? Who knows? Only one way to find out. Missile launched. Target destroyed.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Right. And the whole gang gets in the plane and follows behind you. Talking around you. Spying on you and shit. Talking in front of you like they don't know your ass is listening. Like, yeah.
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds.
What state of mind do you think I'm in?
Missile. 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 Caution.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up
Good
there.
looks at those motherfuckers. I know exactly what the fuck you look like. I know your face.
No, you're using them to fight.
Caution. Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile.
When is that damn cloud gonna move?
There's a difference when they talk around you. You know it's meant to antagonize you from behind. I walked in on somebody doing that shit to somebody else one time, and I knew it was like psychological warfare. She was already on drugs and shit, and she was fucking well, everybody was, but
Missile.
she was in the store, and I happened to walk. They didn't like me around because I would like try to, I don't know. I just knew motherfuckers. I don't really tell people this shit, but programmed. You're like this over here. You're part of a program. You know, and then I don't know if you know, but you might know, but you know, maybe you don't know. Even if you did know, that motherfucker, your ass is in a pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a big ass. Everybody's watching everybody. Fucking everybody's programming it. Like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, but anyway, so she's the counter and shit. Now she's already full fledged into her whole fucking kitten program shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's horny all the fucking time. She's already a little older and shit. Like, that's the way I'm looking at it, right? Like, I just see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, motherfucker. Hey, look, this motherfuckers in society that like live. Let's say, for this example, don't look like you, been around forever, right? And they live in society and shit, and they feed off of you, right? But like energetically. So look, I seen the same thing happening with me. This woman shows up. She's meant to distract me from the other woman and shit, but she's like all on me. She looks super clean and shit. I don't know where her family comes. She's somebody's daughter, dog. She's at the bus stop with me, and we're talking and shit. And she's just like really like attracted to me and shit. Now she was and she wasn't. She was super attracted to me, but it also felt like she was put there for that specific reason. Also, I heard two guys having a conversation and calling me fucking by a number. But it was meant to the conversation they was having was like so I like to recall this shit to remind myself I'm not crazy too. So this actually feels pretty good. I was sitting here just struggling with the thought that I felt like I had a ton of fucking bricks on my brain, right? I feel like I'm falling back asleep. And I thought about like, well, how the fuck can I jog myself awake? Then I thought about what wakes you up in the room. I was like, nah. So I'm like, anyway, that's not here or there. But fucking well, it's true and it's not. But then again, it depends on fuck all that nigga. I'm like all of that. Maybe not. Whatever the fuck, depending on how I feel and what I'm doing, where I'm at, whatever the fuck. But it just seems like not only does it seem like steps backwards. Like I just stopped doing mushrooms, so like all the other shit is out of the question. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just stopped, but I just all of a sudden I just didn't fucking not microdosing mushrooms like a little bit. I mean, really like a little bit of fucking like that shit's good shit. But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so look, I could tell you some shit. So these motherfuckers is having this conversation, and they're two women and shit. But see, although they look like people, women and people to everybody else, there's something about them that's completely different to me. Every time I run into them, I've run into people I know, and it was something different about them to me. But also now know that that's we're all, of course, we're all vessels and shit, right? But no, really, your DNA is like all sorts of shit. Man, it's not something you probably could really wrap your mind around for real. I mean, I know you could, but I would love to get to the point where everybody would be able to, and I want to talk like that, but also I feel like it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is how I really feel and shit. This is like where so it's like, what am I about to say? I'm about to say something different. Oh, so anyway, so they talking. So just she's doing like little shit, little low key and shit. Like she over here doing some freak shit at the goddamn adult shop. She over here fucking whatever the fuck it is she doing, right? She's over here fucking, and this is kind of how I like, boom. So I'm like, yo, so and not only that, but like being led by the hands and shit, right? And then there's people that are placed that are pulling you in different directions. Now, we all do this to each other anyway, but everybody's part of some little clique cult type of fucking weird shit, right? And but anyway, these two motherfuckers was like, she was doing whatever she was doing. She was well on her way into the function of beyond prostitution and escorting, but it's turning you into something else, right? But kind of just terraforming you to fit whatever it is, the energy or what they desire to fill you with, right? But well, then but I feel like you know that, but then you kind of want to be what it is you want to be until you don't want to be it, and then you're like, well, goddamn, and that's what you got to realize is you are that type of being. You are that entity. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do whatever the fuck it is. You can literally mold yourself, to be and conduct and fucking whatever it is you want. Right, so the more I guess the more you like something, but then sometimes you don't realize that some of the things you like are like really bad for you, and that's where the outside influence comes in. But respectively to those influences, you kind of was going with the okie doke before. So at the time, did it bother you? Or did you always feel like you was doing something wrong? So now that voice is louder and shit like that, then that's just what you become now. You know what I'm saying? But it's not to disrespect or not to disconnect, but to disenchant. No, for you to not understand what that is. You know what I'm saying? What it so whatever the fuck. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah, but sometimes you just don't like certain shit, so you realize that something is like trying to control you and shit. It's always shit trying to control you, you know what I'm saying? But no, anyway, so so they were standing behind her, and they're like, I'm watching them, like, looking at her like, hey, wait a minute, that's that porn star. Like, yeah, she does porn, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever she was already doing, whatever they was programming, they was running on her, so in her mind, she was already, you know what I'm saying? Because technically the way MK Ultra and all that shit works anyway, you feel like you're telling television all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a buzz and shit, right? I think that's how I feel and shit. But I mean, I feel like this. I mean, I've been looking at shit like something. I've ever watched somebody talk to somebody and every time they talk, they talk like somebody's listening, like something like, who the fuck is nobody else fucking here? Who the else are you fucking talking? You know what I'm saying? You know. But then again, maybe we just want a fucking big ass television show. Anyway, I was like, yo, and they walked out, I guess I wanted to walk with her, but we already wasn't getting along at the time and shit. Like, I was like, but and at the same, she was just made that shit worse because her attitude, her behavior was just completely out of hand. But then she fucking gets that rage shit going on, and I'm like, I'm like, yo, I know what that is now. I was like, at the time, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why the fuck are you acting like you can't control it? But I mean, I knew that already, but like, I didn't realize it was to that degree, and so I was like, oh, that's like 28 days later and shit. I hate you. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but now that you understand it and you know it better, or even if you've just experienced it before, you have way more control over it than anybody ever. You know what I'm saying? That's not some shit that can easily happen to you because now you understand it. But fearing of it, being afraid of it, will give it so much more power. You dig what I'm saying? You won't even be losing your mind. You'll be losing your mind about losing your mind. Don't even do it. Don't do it. Don't even fucking go there. Trust me. Don't even fucking do it. I can give you a few systems to put in place that'll keep you fucking stable while you fucking freak the fuck out about not having control. I mean, the one is not wanting to do harm to yourself and wanting to do harm to others. Don't focus too much on the others and shit, right? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like looking at objects and being like, not knowing what to do with shit, right? It's like, it's hard to explain, man. But you know what? Whoever the fuck else that would be listening to this that wouldn't understand it can go fuck themselves anyway because it's not really for them to hear. You know what I'm saying? So so they was doing that shit. So they walked off, and now when they walked off, I kind of laughed, like, but I was at that point. I mean, now and at that point, right at that moment, I realized that she may or may not have thought that I might have been with them, but that wasn't my important. I could see that, and it kind of I found it intriguing a little bit, but I didn't really think about it too much. But I was more. They didn't speak to me, and I said, haha, I said something, and they kind of almost responded in a way as I was walking, but I was going a different direction. But I walked off with them because I was walking behind, not with them, but I was walking beside them. You know what I was doing. I'm like, and then I walked out, right? Now it's becoming confusing in my head. Hold on. My feelings are becoming attached to it. But, no, but that's when I seen the dance. I know it's dirty because it's like, it makes people look like they're a part of something they're not. Doing this when you're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit. No, I didn't. I was walking. I didn't pretend to be with them. I didn't pretend really to know what was necessarily going on, but the conversation that was going to precede it, which wasn't actually there. They were just walking and they were still trailing off like they were having that conversation and they stopped talking. It's hard to explain. Like, anyway, so I said something. I forgot. I can't remember what I said, but knowing me, I said something, and then I looked, and I turned to walk off where she was paying attention, and she was paying attention enough. I wonder if she wondered if at the time I wondered if she wondered, was I? I'm funny like that, but and I was like, but also I kind of noticed she know that she should have known. She know. I mean, I think she knows different though. But I did notice that she recognized the entire situation, and I think that might have been what was bothering her. But I told her that. I told her what the fuck. She was like, motherfucker. Like, I'm like, dog, you talking about? But I didn't say nothing. I was spending more time looking. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, usually motherfuckers think I'm always talking and shit. I'm like, nigga, I was looking at everything, like, because I didn't know who or what was what. It was like, not necessarily, but I have my doubts, so therefore, business as usual, right? So, like, no, that's way too much to be happening at one time for this to be personally involved in woo woo woo. But then it felt personalized to me. But also, over top of being personalized to me, it's like for everybody. It's like a little grid and shit that people walk on and shit like that. And you enter this arena, you end up here and shit. And I guess you could call it not the game of life, but you know, some people are aware of it. Some people are aware of it to a certain degree. Other people can't control it. Other people completely submit to it. Like it's I mean, like you would have to. I mean, yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? But then I'll walk right in there and be like, and then I should probably be quiet. As far as this shit goes, see, the people in the room think that I'm fucking sitting there like, nah, nigga, I know shit can get out. It can get explosive in this bitch, but I'm explosive too, which is not important. Not important, because at the same time, I'm trying to. It's like that fear thing in there, right? But it's like, nah, nigga, I'm watching motherfuckers like, and then these two become little puzzle pieces and shit like that, and it's like a little game they're playing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And over here, this motherfucker's sitting there, and the whole time there's two people having a conversation in the fucking wall. Like, look, like, it's not in the wall. It's on the other side of the wall. It's like somebody with a fucking television. Like, they're sitting over there, like the police or the feds would be doing and shit. Like, they sitting in the next room, watching every fucking thing going on, talking about what the fuck is happening, and like, and other shit, and whatever. Like, I mean, but like, talking like, nigga, to the point where they're talking about addressing the future and shit, or what they're gonna do and what they want to happen. Like somebody playing a fucking Sims game, you know what I'm saying? And then also talking about external relationships. Like, well, that's why she went over to fucking so and so and so forth. You know how many times this shit was accurate? I was like, not all the time, but it's like only accurate. But motherfuckers will lie. See me, I'm like, I'll take a step back and shit like that, and I'll like think of a fact and think of a fact, think of an image and place that in my head and buffer that motherfucker, and then so this is what's playing in my brain while I'm moving, right? Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, cause you're going crazy, nigga. So that's for you, like, you know what I'm saying? But don't get lost in it and shit, like acting and shit. You know? Fuck it, kind of like that. And then I guess I'm realizing that right now. Whew, thank God, new realization. I'm like waiting for these motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck is going on? All right, so like, yeah, like there we go. So yeah, that I could use that. So yeah, man. But yo, I didn't realize how fucking under control people were. I know now, and I'm like, yo. So I don't really take too many things too personal. I keep that shit in mind, and then as far as like hardcore drugs and shit is concerned, that's some shit you playing with right there. Where, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if it hasn't happened to me, but I could definitely see it happening. You know, like as far as people are concerned, like a motherfucker become an automaton, just complete. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be. But I'm like, damn, it's so. You know, that lady that said that. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I see that too. You got motherfuckers who've been ancient fuckers just following around, just generation after generation after generation. Just, what's that about? Because that ultimately would mean, and that's why that guy keeps saying that shit. I really don't like this motherfucker. Well, I don't like when he talks like that. I'm like, ugh, it just reminds me of who the fuck he is when I hear him and shit. Well, in my mind, I see he's in the military and shit. He's a fucking like I don't know who he is in the military and shit. He's a white guy, and but he's like, maybe what type of military would he be? But he likes to say possession is 9/10 of the law. He loves that shit. I talk shit or I make fun of him when I hear him but it depends on how I feel. I'm like, what the fuck? But also because I'm like, nigga, I know you ain't talking about me. But also that's one of those things like, you know what I'm saying? But then if you think about it, look, this is where my mind goes with it. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Right? Now think about all the ways that you can apply that. Right? For imaginative purposes, I want you to consider somebody around you saying in the back, or just sit in the back of your mind, like somebody else saying it to you, or saying it around you. So therefore, you're not sure if it's to you, about you, to someone else, just a conversation in passing. And think about all the different implications or applications for that in particular statement and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I guess that's that's probably not a good one to start with. But you know what I mean, right? All right, so I'm getting skimpier on words. I'm poking holes in my own argument. Generational curses, I suppose, but people call them curses, and that's just because you have a, well, yeah, I guess I could see curse and shit like that, but I mean, like, I would say having more of a understanding of who you are, but having a bigger recollection of your history is very important too, though. Because the words only mean things to you. It means shit when you don't understand them. You know what I'm saying? It only you exaggerate them, you put 10 on 2 with them or shit like that, or you completely negate them because of your level of understanding of the words and shit, not the word itself. It only holds power over people who know it holds power. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like one time I was talking to somebody and I said, this nigga's eccentric. And but nigga, he know what I call him? I said, did I say eccentric? Yeah, I said eccentric. And he fucking thought I was calling him gay. Yeah, so for a minute I was like, no, that couldn't be what he thought. No, that's what I said. He was like, got a fucking attitude too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, anybody? Oh, yeah, that time though, that was some shit there, you know. Well, he knew what that word meant. No, it's two different people, I think. I mean, yeah, two different people, I think. Yeah. That's two different instances. But yeah, I'm sure you can place whatever it is. Yeah, fucking out of here, brainiac. Fucking, but what else, man? What else have I fucking run into with shit with yeah, motherfuckers do that all the time. But okay, that one, yeah, man. Yeah, I wanted to get some information out of them motherfuckers. I got enough. I got what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I got what I was like. But I didn't do none of that. I was just like, I had a bag too. I was getting ready to go do something. I was like, and they kind of looked like, but actually, when I look at that, it's like nervousness too. Because that was like, see, they have this practice and shit. What they do is they talk, right? And they continue to talk. And they continue to talk and shit. Like, let's say you say something or you interacting or whatever, fucking. They do it as if you're not standing there. They continue to conversate as if you're invisible and shit, right? It kind of turns you into a spectator. Now, whether or not that's what the actual purpose of that is, that could be something that's utilized on stupid people. But for me, it's showtime. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for real. So, right? But you better be fucking listening to everything they say. because they usually say something so fucking specific, it's down to a T to what you were thinking about. Like, what you thought it was is exactly what the fuck it was. And I'm like, who is that? So my thing is whether or not those people in particular know that at the time or what the fuck they're a part of, or who the fuck just jumped in those motherfuckers and demonstrated that? Which is like, if that's the power of the fucking universe, I'm like, whoa. So then, yo, that's, not careful what you, I guess that's one thing. I keep hearing somebody say be careful what you wish for too. Like that's some shit you should keep to yourself. I'm not, do I look like I'm fucking worried about what I've wished for, whatever the fuck it is you mean by that shit? Because I don't think about those words at all. It's not something that crosses my mind with how I am. I love me. I'm very happy, not happy, but I have gratitude for everything that has ever happened to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be who I am. So you can fuck off with that, nigga. We're not the same. We are not the same at all and shit. Truly, though, shut up and sit down. I'm going to put my foot on your fucking head and rest it there with my fucking work boots on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. You know? Right. That sounds familiar, too. But yeah. So this shit's crazy, man. It's some next level shit, man. But I think when we get to the bottom of a lot of it, I don't think a lot of us gonna like the answers to it. I've kind of seen a little something that had me like, and at the time, I guess I was able to process it better. But thinking about it in retrospect, it's like I had time to actually think on the moment and shit, and I was like, I do not fuck with that at all. But there's a reason why they look different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you ever heard somebody's voice so fucking calm and peaceful that you don't have there's no other way to react, no other reaction you can have? And stillness is very important too. Like, yo, if something is staring at you and talking to you, like, you think you calm and you think you can handle it and shit like that until you see it move. But it does it so fucking slowly that it could be moving away from you and you won't even know until it's gone. Like, you just looking and talking, it's like, holy shit, I didn't even realize that you were fucking backing away and fucking. Or, well, imagine a motherfucker moving toward you. What the fuck are you gonna do? A person, a nigga, that's different. Like, that's different, man. Like, that's not even. When you think about it, I mean, like, if I bring myself down to that level and shit, then, when I think about it too hard and all that shit, and I start worrying about what it is you might be capable of and shit, and what the fuck I got to lose at the time, and what the fuck, where I'm at, and all that kind of shit. Like, you got to think about, that's why, nigga, you got to be prepared for that shit. It's what that awareness is, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit. It's like you get caught off guard about a lot, you know what I'm saying? But, fucking that right there, man, motherfucker be sitting there, and then, right? Yo, you think you cool. You think it's all fun and you think it's cool. And then a motherfucker, then that shit, what your mind does and what you do. Now, well, I guess for you or for me, I can say for you. I'm talking to myself now, right now, kind of, sort of. But for you, it would be like, and that's one thing you got to remember with me. I'm a Capricorn, man. So listen, when I talk, I got to express this to people all the time. I don't really know how to say they and we like that. I say you and me or us. I'm getting better at saying we and I. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, you, that refers to me too. That's including me. Because at any moment, I could adopt the same behaviors and shit, right? Some stillness is good and shit, right? So, but what was I saying? I was going with that. Yeah. That'll help you determine, like, well, you can do nothing but grow from there and shit, because you're gonna fucking react a certain kind of way. You're either gonna fucking crumble, or you're gonna fucking, look the other way. No, like, you're gonna have to fucking do what you gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ignorant mother, Jesus, that's like funny, and I'm gonna have to. So not ignorant. I wish I had better words to use. I wish I had more respect like that. You know what I'm saying? With my frustrations that come from inside is so frustrating that's where I lack. And I'm sure our conversations would be better had I not, or had I not had those words in my vocab? But it go like that? What? But yeah. So, yo, shit's tripped out, man. Shit's tripped the fuck out, man. I seen. Okay, so there was this image, right? It was Arizona. It was. Well, at least that's what it appeared to be. Well, it had to be. But anyway, it was a fucking. It's It was being sucked back into the desert. The desert rose up and grabbed it. It fucking swirled. And it pulled it back down into the ground. The buildings fell apart and that shit it pulled it all into the ground in a big ass hole. You know what I'm saying? So there could be a couple different meanings for that, but I don't know. I wish I had fresh water out there. Motherfuckers need water. Can you imagine when some shit happens, nigga? What the fuck you gonna do? Where the fuck you gonna go? You gonna have to go. You gonna have to know where all the water is, the good water. You gonna be able to drink that shit. I guess. I'm like, God damn, I gotta live off this for as long as you can. I mean, like, I don't know. You have to adjust to it. You know? Yeah, man. There's probably all kind of underwater fucking reservoirs and shit like that, but they don't tell them what's in that shit and who the fuck's down there. Just waiting for the dinner to show up with their fucking. They already got their drinks. They're like, what the fuck? Man. No, I know. I keep making it like that. It's not all fucked up like that. I mean, well, it is. No, it is. There's definitely two sides to all of that shit, like for sure. From so far from what I've seen and shit like that. But then you got motherfuckers who hold keys, and you got people who don't. You know. I'm like, yeah, okay, but I can pickpocket, so one way or the other, sis. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy. That would be great to implement something. Stories and shit. What I forget to you, it's just really just a story and shit. When I think about it, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, would I be having memories like flashbacks though? Like memories? Like I ain't talking about like some shit from like just last night. I don't have flashbacks. I remember every fucking thing. So I've been trying to tell I'm like, this shit like my memory's so good that somebody comes along with some laser weapon and been visible in the corner of the room and tries to alter that shit. Like that's not what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened. As a matter of fact, but I will consider what you said. Let me see here. Nigga, no, I'm like, the fuck you talking about, nigga? That's not, fuck, nigga, what you talking about, bro? Every last piece of that shit. I done seen motherfuckers with fake noses on. I'm like, bro, and then also, I don't give a fuck what it is you do. Even if, look, you can shapeshift and shit too. You can try to change. You can change, do certain things to change the way you speak, but your voice is your voice. Like, now, I would say they may have a relation to other voices should you have twin sisters, right? So it's possible. But I mean, then again, maybe I don't know about shapeshifters though. Now you got nanos in people's throats and shit, so I've heard that too. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, that shit was fun. Actually, I went back and listened to that freestyle yesterday. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was and shit. I was like, this shit trash. I kept breaking it down and like stopping rapping in certain areas because I'm like, I don't want to say the same shit over and over again. Otherwise, you're just kind of repeating yourself over and over and over again with the same fucking words all the time. And it's like, if you can't think of something different, then why even rhyme? You know? You know? But I guess I'm just bored with it then. What I was gonna say, I was like, fucking just out of my fucking mind with worry. when let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, but some people tell you the truth, man. So you got those people that like they looking out for you and shit, right? So they like, I mean, if you're smart enough to be looked at, it's just that's just how it works and shit like that. It's up to you to climb. You know what I'm saying? But, shit, nigga. We already got the ball rolling now and shit. Why the fuck stop now? I might as well say what the fuck I'm saying. Even though I really don't want to be this motherfucker, nigga. I want to, I mean, but then again, I mean, I guess I should just say this type of shit because, I mean, it sounds like it's necessary. What I mean is I'm kind of worried that I'm talking too much. But you know that already because you assumed that already, which is why you don't fucking be on here, Or why you're so worried about actually conversating with me and shit. You either think I'm fucking crazy or you're worried about the things that I say because I have so much conviction to my phrase or in my face. Right. It's a good place to be, actually. Yeah, no. We just be glad, be glad who you are, I guess. Where you are, with your experiences that you have and where you are. Like I was talking to this girl yesterday, and I said, where was I? All right. Yeah, so, damn it. I'm trying to think about what I was getting ready to say. Lost my goddamn train of thought. I'm trying to hold on to my train of thought right there, but still, and then, what was I about to say? I'm trying to think how fucking important it was. It's like fucking, some bullshit. Oh, yeah. I was talking to the girl, right? I was talking to the girl, and I said, I don't really want to fucking go into that. It just feels so fucking rehearsed and just fake and not really, what you want to be doing and say, oh, I said this and I said that and I'm profound and I just fucking blah, 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 blah. And that's really not what the fuck I want. Damn. This nigga here, man. All right, dog. Man, whatever, man. He's having a good time, though. And her whole ass is, well, I guess everybody's just having a. Everybody's just fucking dancing. And, what the fuck is this a strip club? Why is everybody back there dancing in the fucking background? He like, what the fuck? Yeah. My man behind her, he want to fucking tap that ass. You about to start dancing at the goddamn strip club. You might as well just go get your money, dog. This shit's crazy. And she started shaking her ass. And that music. Let him here at the table and see. You might as well get him out here. He having a great time. That motherfucker right there laughing like a motherfucker. Old ass. He don't even have a phone. He's just sitting there. Oh, that's good. Where you get those? You got that. What is this shit? He was kind of hanging, maybe. I mean, you dope, though. She pretty as fuck. He's sleeping and I'm bored. Who's sleeping? The dog? Because I'll have you so fucking wrapped around my arm and shit. What the fuck? You wouldn't want to be on there at all. See, I've never really had that. It's when I'm around somebody and shit. We around each other and shit. We don't really, you're on the phone and shit. What the fuck? Get out of here. I don't even think about the goddamn phone. We sitting there talking and shit like this. Like, no, nigga. We actually interacting and shit. The phone, nigga. I mean, we don't even give a fuck about phone. And probably, whatever the fuck we're on, if we're on some type of substance, which probably not. We might be. We might not. It depends on what's going on and shit, right? You might think about the goddamn phone. See if you even got a goddamn phone. Like, nigga. What, you got a phone? I don't give a fuck, man. Lose my goddamn phone. Fuck that phone. This shit spends I gotta stay the fuck off of social media. I really do. And then her whole ass is out. What am I following here? Why is this on Ocean Great, bro? Nigga putting ass up there. Oh, and then he delete the other ones and then drop another ass on there. Who is your girl or something? She got her shit private though. So let me get off here, man. So in a minute, I'm gonna be like, fuck. Bitch, get on my face. Playing over and over again. I gotta hit back. Nigga, how many times I gotta hit back? You tripping. You fucking tripping. Yeah, right, nigga. Oh, it feels so good. I want to see. Oh, you know what? Hey, man, you know, if you got some shit on you, some energetic shit, that shit'll come right the fuck off. You know, if you ever have one of those fucking attacks and shit, or like having certain shit happen, you feel something crawl on you, especially if you like, that shit especially happens if you doing drugs. You start feeling like something's fucking coming over you and shit like that, like crawling on your ass and static and all that shit. Fire. Garlic, too. Garlic, you gotta eat that shit, because that shit breaks up, it opens, expands your blood vessels and shit right quick, right? Especially if you fucking, you know, all of your head numb and all that crazy shit. And then you need to stretch for sure, because your nerves, whatever the fuck it is going to try to go through your nervous system. Some things behave like other things to make you believe you're having, like, whatever the fuck. Oh, this is like, no, it's like something coming over you, really, and shit. So, fire, though. Like, fire, literally. This fucking, nigga, if you ever have, like, feel like, you don't even have to be, I say drugs, too, because I was assuming that most people who will be doing drugs will be having those experiences at this time, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you, like, because of how open your third eye is, like, I mean, really, though, because, you know, and you have a toxin in your body, so whatever it is, and fucking, I think that you would have the same capabilities, connections, both, you know, empathetic and telepathic and all that kind of shit, with or without. Like, you would have that shit without that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not what that is. That's like ripping your third eye open and shit, and then it's, you know, but it's like fucking connecting you and fucking the wires up at the same time. Plus, somebody's trying to rewire that shit so they can use it for you. So it ain't about you, nigga. They're like, nigga, take the audio, video, and shit, and they trying to hook up some speaker system to it so they can hear everything. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to, like, implants, archonic attachments and shit like that. And you know, that's so they can broadcast that shit and you know, make notes and et cetera, et cetera. You know, this is the shit that I think about. Right now, look, I don't have. Besides myself, my own experience and like the data that's out there that I have been able to collect to confirm most of these points, which is there. I don't have too much physical backing for it. Well, except for I do, but I'm not going to tell you. You just have to know. You know what I'm saying? It's you dig what I'm saying? You just fucking throw a little fucking, and then whatever the fuck, right? But then again, you know, it just is what it is and shit. And then that's when everybody starts actually utilizing instruments to discover the paranormal realms and et cetera, and that shit would be fostering some behavioral issues in a lot of individuals, unlike myself. And, you know, oh yeah, but that fire shit, man, that's what I really got to stress that to you. Sage and fire. Fire is very important. Not like set some shit on fire and shit like that. Like, don't just go around sticking your fucking hands in fire. What I mean is, this would be something you would want to do to, you know, if you took, let's say you took a lighter. It's like you just need like a lighter and shit, right? And you struck a lighter and then waved your hand over it and run it down your arm. How much you want to bet you feel something jump the fuck off of you? That's what they don't like, fire. Or you can just turn the stove on. Let's say you got like an electric eye over the stove. It's heat. It don't have to be fire. So heat. And then you wave your hands over it, wave your body over it and shit, and that heat will fucking change whatever the fuck is hanging, like trying to hang out on you. So, you know, once you're able to feel it, because immediately you won't be able to feel the heat. You'll feel something, a blockage in between your hand or whatever it is and the heat, and then you'll feel it, right? You know, but if you're still feeling, if you're feeling fire and shit like that, and you feel like that, you probably want to go to the hospital, because that sounds like a body issue, not a, you know what I'm saying? I can't feel, you know what I'm saying? You know, you sitting there trying to brush shit off like, nigga, like you did how much Molly or whatever the fuck? No, what was you doing? Let's see. I don't know shit about fentanyl, so, but I could imagine. That shit seems like you just be shutting your body down. It just feels like I know what what's them shits Quaaludes feel like. So I've had shit make me feel like, holy fucking moly. I don't want to fucking feel like, why the fuck would you ever want to feel like that? I just feel so good. It's like fire in my blood. That's not a good thing, man. Fucking tingling and somebody just talking to you. It's like something rubbing all over you, like, yowza. The devil's got your dick. Some broad sitting in a fucking chair somewhere underground and saying shit like that to you. She's like, she's on the moon and shit's her job and shit. You're a freak. She's gonna go down there and fucking possess a bitch. I love him. Come after your ass all the goddamn time. She lives for so long. She's like, she can't wait till you get back home. Like, yeah, well, you go down there, I'm gonna fuck with you from up here. Ruin your life. It's your wife. I'm kidding. You set yourself up for failure in the future you haven't even arrived at yet. That's supposed to be the past. Why are you in here? No, what else can I say? Mind-blowing. Mind-blowingly sweet. Unique. You know. The perfect fucking amount of fucking whatever the fuck. Hold on a second. Yeah, so this is where I go back down, where I feel like I chill when I realize that, yo, I remember ever since I was younger and shit, I've been able to hear people talking around me, right? Like it would depend. Like it was usually right before I fall asleep. But if I smoked weed, like, you know what I'm saying, I come in the house, but it was always external. Like it never sounded like, okay, so like it's a different kind of sound, man. It's like, it ain't that sound like you hearing shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about when you know you hearing shit. Like, it's a different kind of sound. You're like, hey, somebody call my name. Like, that's like kind of your mind doing your mind. But you might also be listening to the past. You know? Like, your brain's recorded every fucking thing that you experience. Everything. So, like, you know, you could be having some memory flash and going on and shit like that. And then, like, huh. And then you know, you hear that first because your brain is doing whatever fuck, you know, you get a flash of something from when you was a kid and shit like that. But like really though, I've almost, well, close. Well, I have, but not for very long. Heard and felt the damn room from when I was laying on a bed. I was in trouble. I was laying on the bed in my fucking room, and I could hear everybody else walking around in the dining room and shit, and the dog walking with his nails click, 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 walking through the fucking room into the living room, and the show playing, ha ha. And then I'm like, I can feel my father, my grandmother, and somebody else like sitting in the living room, right? I can, like, you know, but you know, up in the, you know, anyway. That shit was wild, man. Have you ever felt somebody sitting somewhere and know that there was nobody there? Like you get up, you walk by, and you thought somebody, you know, got up and left out the room, or went like let's say they left out the room, and you swear they went back and sat back down in that room and shit, and you go back in there to talk to them, and they're not there, but you have that feeling like you can feel them in that room. I think that I'm gonna keep that to myself. So, yeah, but familiar energy signatures and shit. Well, I don't know. It could be just residual energy. It could be somebody, you know, your body, you know, automatically thinking of what it is you're getting ready to go do when you come back into that room. So maybe you felt that from that person. It also could possibly be, and this is the one that, you know, not worries me, but I gotta use it. I gotta be careful with the words you use. You know what I'm saying? Something else, recognizing what the energy signature is and using it to cloak its movement in the house, right? Because it's not supposed to be there. It's in there studying, you know, whatever the fuck, you know, whatever it does, and sort of watching and absorbing information. Because the entire universe is stored somewhere, right? Whether you want to say it's the Akashic Records, or you want to call it whatever you want to call it, because you know somebody trying to get into the Akashic Records. That's the one thing I think about with possession, or people like, you know, forcing their way in, or you letting shit in. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what they were trying to do, is get to some. You'll be a tool to get to something else. I mean, it would happen because you're very important. Either you're really, really fucking important and really, really special for whatever reasons now, or you are because of what you're capable of and where you're able to go that someone else can't, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? All of those things would be reasons as to take better care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you need the experience and shit, though. You really do, though. So everything happens for a fucking reason. So when everybody talk about not having opposition or not having opportunities to create tension, I would say there's got to be two opposing forces. I guess you could exist as one force, and that's a calm. But then, of course, you would be getting ready to recycle or to cycle into something else that would have growth to it. So it all would have some type of, you know, always, I think. Unless you're saying you're done growing. Are you done growing? Forces, you know, have to comply with each other. I don't know. Use the words, whatever word you want, with each other. Insert word here. This mission is hard, man. All right. Only because I'm trying to turn my head in the game as if, I think it's more entertaining, isn't it? Huh?
The enemy is watching from above.
What?
Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles.
All right.
You all should understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation.
Yeah, giving away your power, submitting to a control because just because you know about it, that's not a way of protecting yourself. I don't think. I wonder if women have that issue more so than anything because, you know, because of what they were designed for, so to speak, and that's why there's so much rebelliousness, you know, when it comes to certain things and shit. But then maybe ultimately they want to be respected as somebody who can teach as well, especially since they do. So, of course I love
Spear 15, target destroyed. Back to the clouds.
Caution.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
I really gotta get better at that.
Radar isn't under a cloud. Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that. Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles. Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs. Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. Are you sure you can trust
That's why I gotta be in movies, dog. I gotta do some Marvel shit, I swear to God. It's the only place I'm gonna fit in. DC is cool, but Marvel went the extra mile to go fucking.
Fox 2. Spare 15, target destroyed.
They use the clouds to slip in undetected.
Vehicle down.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Oh, I guess I gotta read what the fuck I wrote.
The clouds are blocking the satellite.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Shit, I almost savagely failed that.
Caution.
Bandits in the clouds! Looks like they keep our distance. They'll eventually fall out of the sky.
Spare 15, target destroyed. Spare 15 blocked. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation. They sure are making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just
The second one, come on.
It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind. Silence. If you've had time to yap, you're not doing your job right. Got in using a trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel. Full man, that's your second strike. There won't be a third.
Missile.
Oh shit.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
No, you're using them to fight.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Missile.
Locked on target.
Missile.
I almost got hit by AA fire.
Missile. Missile.
Hide in the clouds. Spare 15.
Man.
Pull up.
The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air
Come
weapons.
on.
Missile.
I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I was dead.
Visibility low. Spare 15. Missile incoming.
Missile. Caution.
You know, unless it's me.
Don't ice up in there.
No, I'm not being nervous about that at all. Just clearing my throat.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15.
Unless it's me.
Missile.
Evade.
You know what I'm talking about.
Lock focus by cloud cover.
Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Caution. Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Missile.
Boys, you're around.
In gun range.
Missile.
Spare 15. Missile incoming.
Missile. Missile.
They don't have anywhere to run. Pick them off.
Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Pockets of this.
Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Bring them down with the anti-air guns. What happened with the missile? The enemy's got a lock.
Caution. Pull up.
Spare 15.
Make
Target
that small
destroyed.
village, make that church into a gun, gun tower.
Don't ice up in there. Fox 2. AA gun down.
Caution.
I'm not gonna fucking make it.
A missile hit you. Vehicle down. I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to trigger. In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface to your missiles. Shit. Here comes the anti-air missile. AA gun down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read what me and old girl was talking about on Instagram because apparently she thought she thanked me for what I said because it made her feel better. I was like, yeah, well, you know, hey, well, you know, shit. Thinking about future soldiers and shit. The game. Oh, shit.
Target destroyed. 2 minutes remaining. Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
No way in hell I can get this done.
Spare 15 has entered the clouds. Spare 15, missile incoming. Missile away. Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Ooh.
They got Spare 15.
Ooh. Ooh. Blah 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 blah, right?
He is watching from above.
Blah 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 until you fucking yeah.
Clouds to keep hidden. That means
Right.
even you should understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it too.
Enemy start attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missile.
What if the radar is
Buddy Jesus.
destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that. Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles. Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs. The missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. Are you sure you can trust that intel? Who knows? Only one way to find out. You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there. You're best shaking off missiles by going into the clouds. Fox 2.
A dangerous ass mission, ain't it? Hell yeah.
Into the clouds. Missile.
They don't have anywhere to run. Pick them off.
Locked. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. Satellite's still in operation.
This.
Sure are making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind. Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
One high ass tree.
Using a trick any amateur can think of.
One long fucking tree is all it takes.
Man, that's your second strike. There won't be a third. Target destroyed. 2 to go. I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6. I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bad Dog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter. I think you might be right. I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger. missiles.
Missile.
Shit.
Missile. 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 Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up.
The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Caution. Pull up.
Enemy in gun range.
Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Missile.
They have me spiked.
Missile. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Bandits in the clouds!
Missile.
Keep our distance.
Everything.
They'll eventually fall out of the sky.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Spare 15. Launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Clouds are blocking the satellite.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Spare
Missile.
15. Missile incoming.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Try to get this shit out.
Missile.
Here comes
Oh,
the anti-air
shit.
missile. The trigger just shut down.
Screen moved. Use your goddamn instruments.
The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you should understand that. Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
Caution.
The radar isn't under a cloud. Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that.
Oh man, that's not very supportive at all.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles. Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs. Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets. You sure you can trust that intel? Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Fatal mistake.
Fox 2. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation. They sure are making things easy for us. Bandits are making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind. Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your
Get some
job.
3D mapping of this goddamn mountainside, please.
Trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel. Full band, that's your second strike. There won't be a third.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Visibility low.
Caution.
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds.
Caution. Pull up.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there. Spare 15, launching missile.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Missile.
Into the clouds.
What about mashed potatoes?
Caution.
Oh yeah, I forgot my containers.
Missiles by going into the clouds.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, spare 15.
Missile.
Vehicle down.
Missile.
The enemy is bringing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile. Caution. Missile.
Missile, evade.
They don't have anywhere to run.
Take this off.
Missile.
Spare 15 locked. Target destroyed.
Caution. Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Caution. Pull up.
I almost got hit by AA fire. My wings are frozen up.
Caution. Pull up.
It's a trap!
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile, evade.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to trigger. In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles. Shit.
Caution. Pull up.
Don't ice up in there.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. 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 Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15, evade.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, spare 15.
Missile. Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Missile. Caution.
When is that
Pull
damn
up.
cloud gonna move?
Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, bandits
Missile.
flashed.
Missile. Missile.
Bandits in the clouds! If we keep our distance, they'll eventually fall out of the sky.
Stay sharp in those clouds.
Caution. Caution.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, spare 15.
Pull up.
Spare 15, missile away. Target destroyed. 2 to go.
Whoa.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bad Dog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
I think you might be right. Here comes the anti-air missile.
Bring him down with the anti-air gun. What happened with the missile?
How many more is left?
Caution. Pull up.
Round them up.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
I was assuming that's all the time I had.
Pull up.
Every second after that is like death wish.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
5 minutes remaining.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Caution.
Damn.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Missile. Caution. Caution. Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15, evade.
Pull up.
Oh.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile. 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 Pull up.
Ah, shit.
Spare 15.
Pull up. Pull up. Advantageous, yes, I agree. Potentially. Look at the shit like the Sim sign, ain't it? Base is alright. We gotta save everybody at the base. Everybody must be saved at the base. That's the point. Blah, 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 blah. Good shit. I hate this one. That one is fun as fuck. Talking about hard.
Let's begin the briefing. The Baden Peninsula radar site to the northwest of us here at Fort Grays has picked up a number of unidentified aircraft. They've ignored all warnings from the IUN and PKF and are making their way towards our base. As the IUN has air traffic control over all of Usha, we're almost certain the crafts belong to the Free Erusians. You guys will scramble immediately, visually identify the aircraft, and then use your radios to order them to land. If it attacked, you have permission to engage them in combat. Waste no time destroying them.
Flying around in the F-18 when I got a sumo.
Mobius 1, sortie.
Shit sweet, nigga. Look at this shit. Shit look garbage, though, don't it? It look good in a minute. It look good. Like, this is crazy. Well, look at Behemoth VR. That shit looks great. Great. I'm sure it's not as good as astral projecting, but or astral traveling, not projecting. You know, because you only spend time in your world fucking with shit.
Mobius 1, do you copy? You're cleared for takeoff immediately after Omega 11.
A few more pixels, please. Something's happening. What's happening?
Mobius 1, this is Control. The wind direction is 130 degrees at a speed of 18 knots. We're good for takeoff.
Be a goddamn mathematician and a scientist.
Mobius 1, you were cleared for takeoff.
That shit really works, huh?
Boat is inbound. Just sent you their location.
Some of it.
Ship use your own discretion.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Mobius 1, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Good luck out there.
This is AWACS, Sky Eye of the 118th Tactical Fighter Wing. You'll be under our command from here on out. Omega 11, follow Mobius 1. This could turn into a firefight.
I hope this guy's the real deal.
You'll find out if he is soon enough. Everyone will.
Got a fucking spot like that.
We're picking up several unidentified aircraft. Omega 11, try contacting them via radio.
Unidentified aircraft. This is the IUN PKF. Unidentified aircraft has a radar lock on us.
Missile.
Bandits fired.
Missile.
The unidentified aircraft are confirmed hostile. Weapons free. Engage. Don't let them near the base.
In my sight.
Enemy on your tail. We need to hold them off until reinforcements arrive. Taking one. Bandit in my sight.
Missile.
On two.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, bandit closing.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit behind you.
Missile.
You care.
Bandit on your six.
Missile.
Scout, Chaffin flares.
Good, Mobius 1.
Missile.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile. Missile.
Bombers confirmed destroyed.
I know.
This is Viper 2. At the situation.
Viper 2 and Rapier 1, assist Mobius 1. All aircraft, rejoin formation.
You're new here, so I'm I can't stand on time of pilots. Such a character. You said too much. I'll be the judge of that.
Bandit locked on.
Missile. Missile.
We're picking up something new on radar.
Reinforcements are here.
Thanks to me. Recruitment centers are just fucking. I can't print enough applications.
Missile. Missile.
Two, can you look after yourself for a bit? I'll watch your backs too.
Missile. Caution.
Oh, fuck! Oh, we could ultimately just shoot his hell out of him.
Enemy at the lock. Evasive maneuvers. Down at least one.
Oh.
There's an enemy unit approaching the base. Take it out.
Let's make this quick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Caution. Pull up.
They've got an ace with them.
Missile launched. Mobius 1, enemy down.
Missile.
Something just came up on our radar. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Hey, did you see the ribbon emblem? Affirmating. Mobius 1 again. Omega 11, pay attention. Stop staring at Mobius 1. Omega 11, certainly behind you. That position isn't safe. Get out!
Missile away.
Lever 2, it looks like you're running out of targets.
Missile.
Will you be okay
Missile.
without me?
Missile. Missile.
Unable to confirm target hit.
You bandit.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Fish bed destroyed.
Viper 2, it's just a decoy. We have to do this. For Russia's sake. Find the leader. Lock on. This is Viper 2. I've been spiked.
Missile.
The base and missile.
Missile.
Enemy escaping.
Missile.
I guess this is pretty good.
Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Attacking
Missile.
clear. You've got an enemy.
Missile. Missile.
A bandit has a lock on you.
I'll show you what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
It's dangerous. Number 5, locked on bandit. I can't shake him.
Missile.
Looks to.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
2 targets remaining.
Missile.
Now it's
Missile.
shot done. Check his tail marks. On your 6. Stay alert. Bandit
Missile.
acquired. Attacking.
Missile.
We're taking enemy fire. We need air support.
Missile. Missile.
1 target remaining.
Caution. Missile.
Shitty job.
Missile. Missile.
Attack failed.
Stall warning. Missile.
Moving forward. Missile incoming.
Let me show you something.
No! Mobius 1's been shot down.
Word.
We're picking up something new on radar.
Our reinforcements are here. We got the upper hand now. Roger. Look up. Clouds are ominous. Viper 2, keep
Missile.
look after yourself for a bit.
Missile.
I'll watch your backs. They got an ace with them.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy.
These guys remembered how to
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
There's an enemy unit
That's
approaching
for
the
you to
base.
know and me
Take
to
it out.
find out.
what you learned at flight school.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your six.
Caution.
That's the guy.
Out. Evade. Hey, did you see the ribbon emblem? You're at least one.
They're closing.
Bandit behind you.
Somebody just got blew the fuck apart.
Something just came up on our radar. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Missile.
Fascinating. Mobius 1
Missile.
again. Omega 11, pay attention. Stop staring at Mobius 1. You bandit.
Missile hit confirmed.
Caution. Pull up.
The enemy's got a veteran pilot.
Number 2, it looks like you're running out of targets. Will you be okay without me?
Caution. Pull up.
One of them is dangerous.
Hey. Yeah.
We have to do this. For Russia's sake. Find the leader this time. Lock on.
5 or 2. Enemy missile incoming.
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile incoming.
Missile.
Enemy on your tail. Close it.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Check his tail marks.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I can't shake him. Missile fired. He takes some action. Locked on bandit. Attacking.
Mobius 1, bandit locked.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Deadly seat.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1's been shut down.
We're picking up something new on radar.
Our reinforcements are here. We got the upper hand now. Roger. You're at least one.
Missile.
2, can you look after yourself? Number 2, bandit.
Breaking. Alright, bandit on your six.
Behind you. Check your 6. Mobius 1, you've been
Missile.
spiked.
Missile.
Missile
Missile.
did not connect.
Missile.
These guys remember how to fight.
Missile.
There's an enemy unit approaching the base. Take it out.
Missile. Missile.
Taking block. Breaking. Enemy got him late. I'm going out.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Forget what you learned at flight school.
Mobius 1, bandit on your 6.
Fuck. The base has fallen.
Look up. The clouds are ominous.
Bandit in my sight.
Yeah. The sky's clear though. That's your ass down there. Fucking blew the windows out of your office. Fucking paper fall with us and shit. That sexy ass secretary just fucking. Scowl! Scowl!
They've got an ace with them. Bandit leading attack. Going in again. Taking enemy fire. We need air support.
Pine Prince.
Send for help! The base is falling! One of them is dangerous. Number 2, it looks like you're running out of targets. Will you be okay without me? We have to do this, for Russia's sake. Find the leader.
He had to eject.
Missile. Missile.
3 targets remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
1 target remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
I can't shake him.
Oh.
Enemy behind you. Hostile bandits attacking. Enemy missile incoming.
Nice hit.
Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile.
Number 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Attack failed.
Chaff and flare supply at 0.
Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Calm down.
Missile. Missile.
Attacking. Number 5, attack
Missile.
failed. Trying again.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
You got it.
Missile. Ammunition 0. Caution.
A bandit has a lock on you.
Caution. Pull up.
Mobius 1 has shot down a bandit.
The remaining free Erugian forces are withdrawing. Victory is ours.
Oh, B. He's the real deal, all right. You know from fighting just once?
Watch all you like. There will be more battles. Until then, we rest. Return to base.
This is the control tower at Fort Grays. AWACS Sky Eye, we'll take it from here. Over. 3,200 meters to runway. You're too fast. Lower your airspeed. You're straying to the right. Bank left to correct your course. 1,600 meters to runway. Your altitude's too high. Lower your nose. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Wasn't so bad.
Landing confirmed. Good work. Nice work. Now go and get some rest before your next sortie.
I'm over to Japan. Fuck it, I made my mind up. They're like, we would gladly have you. It's like, no, they were like, have me on some fucking list. They know I know me by name and shit. They know what I like to drink. They know where I'm gonna go to get it. They know where fucking new people in the country move to and shit. So, well, there's some smart women out there that know that they know that shit too. So she'll make sure they're there too. And I'll end up in a decent enough relationship and learn some new shit. And eat squid. Stay in shape.
It's looking like things could get pretty ugly. For now, Mobius looks to have delayed the enemy's plans.
She'll have money already. I won't ask her for any of it. She'll know what I need to do with it. So she'll just tell me what to do with it. No, I'm kidding. She'll like, just give me a bunch of money off rip and see what I do with it, and then she'll try to make subtle suggestions as to what I think I should do with it. And then she'll teach me ways that she makes money, and then I'll combine those with the ways that I make money, and boom. Action fucking packed fucking movie star fucking whatever the fuck. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to talk to you later, okay? And those people too. We'll talk as well. Just single everybody out one at a time.